All right, guys, welcome back to the brand new session of our Google Ads. And in this session, we are going to cover another type of campaign, of course. And we will also going to talk about some automated rules, how we can set some automated rules in Google Ads and why it is required. It's super important. So let's straight jump in Google Ads and let's see what we have done so far. Let's do a quick recap. So guys, you have remember that what kind of campaigns we have covered. So let me just quickly show you, okay? So just in case you're forgetting what you have covered so far. So here are the campaigns types right now in the front of your screen. We have covered search campaigns, display campaigns, video campaigns, smart campaigns, and discovery campaigns. Agree?
Yeah,
Agree, guys? Are we like missing something
Yes.
else? I think we have covered all whatever said that we have covered so far, right? Not yet shopping, not yet app installs and local. Okay.
yeah.
So, all right. So today we were going to talk about some how to set up a local campaign, okay, and why this is required, okay. So there are various type of campaigns right now. One is search, display, shopping, video, and you know that for each campaign type is have a separate purpose and have a separate place in whole internet to show advertisement. So similar goes to this particular campaign as well, which is local. What do you think? For which purpose is going to be used? Just a random thought. Just give me a random thought. What do you think
Local
when it is going to?
businesses,
Yes, of course, local businesses.
gym, gym owners,
Hmm. Anyone else want to try?
Stationery.
spa,
Yes.
r-
All right. So just have a look. Drive store visits,
like
local business location ads showing across Google networks such as Maps and Search. It is going to show you ads on search, Google search, and Maps as well. So how many of you actually Googling like this? Nearby petrol pump. I hope you're doing it, right? Nearby petrol
yes,
pump,
Yeah.
nearby Nike showroom, nearby
Restaurants near me.
near me. Of course, near me searches are most common in Google. So when we do near me searches in Google Console, what do you think? These are coming under this Google, of course, correct?
yes,
I don't know like what is a nearby shopping center. So here is a nearby shopping center, BMC KST Mall. It's my location right now. So he's suggesting right now. So you can see there are pretty much of results are coming like on top of here right now above this section, and here is our search section. Now when we are going to run this particular ad, they have some multiple options to show advertisement. Okay, the first question is how these things are coming up. What are these? This is Google My Business.
Google My Business.
Okay, if you're getting confused, you should not be confused. Okay, this is the website's data which is coming on the top by SEO, and also it is also coming by an SEO, but this is different from the website because it's a registration of a your particular business as a location and everything which is need to be there. So it is called Google My Business. You provide all the information to Google that what you are actually doing, whom you are to catering right now, what is your exact location, timings, opening, closing, what's your feedback and all. That's what how they judge it. Now Google allows you, why not you start showing ads over here? When suppose someone is searching in this locality, like me, like near me shopping center right now. So if someone is searching like me, your ad should come on the top. This is the first thing that we can get it. All right. And the second option, the moment I click on this, what will happen? Map is getting loaded, I guess. Correct? So if you see on my left, map will get loaded. Okay. Here is the map is getting loaded. Now, Google has recently introduced a fantastic thing right now. Those who are searching inside the map, you're getting it. Those who are searching inside the map, they can also see the ads now. That was not earlier. Okay. Now, where you are searching on Google Search Console, which is this. This is the normal Google Search Console in our phones and all. But in order to search in maps, you have to open the maps thing like here, Like you just open maps, okay, simple maps, like Google Maps. Let's go for Google Maps. Okay. Mhm. Let me show you the right placement. Google Maps. All right. Under this Google Map, now you are here. Now, if I am searching from right here, like nearby, okay, shopping mall, okay, nearby shopping malls. This is my search query right now in maps. Now here again, these searches are coming right here. You getting it? These searches are coming right here. So these searches are actually organic, but we have an option to show advertisement right here. So that will be called a sponsor ad right in the Google Maps. So without any further thinking, let's see in action how it is get done. All right. So guys, are you excited to see that how we can run ads in Google Maps? Okay, that is now whole new level of doing local targeting. Are you excited?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. I hope everyone is excited, right? Only not Neha.
Yes.
Okay. Two people are excited. Rest of are probably sleeping. Anyways, no issues.
No, sir.
No worries.
Majburi.
Just yeah. Do respond that. Okay. So I'll get to know that yeah you are still connected. Otherwise I'll count you as a sleeping. Okay. So okay, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and create a campaign right now without any further time waste. So we have multiple campaign types. So if you want to choose, you can choose it right. So what I can do, I can just quickly come back. So you'll not get confused at how I've created, because sometimes people also think that how you can create campaigns real quick and find out all things. Okay. So the first rule of the Google Ads is go to the top left corner, click on this all campaign. So you will come back to this dashboard. This is the main dashboard of all the campaigns. You can see various type of campaigns are listed here. Various type of campaign you have created is there. Okay. Now come to the dashboard, click on this new campaign, the big circular button, click on this. You have again options. Okay. You can choose it if you are struggling with to get a clarity that this is the requirement, what type of campaign I should use, then go with this goals type. And if you have some better clarity already that okay, I need some location based targeting, I need some search based targeting, so you can go with the manual one. Okay, this is a manual thing. Suppose you are thinking that okay, I want to do a local store visit and promotion. If I click on this, the moment I click, you will see I have only local type of campaign. It is already suggesting that this is the only type of campaign we can run it for this requirement, which is local store visit and promotion. Okay. But if you are already smart enough, so click on this, you will get all the options. Make sure you choose the right option, which is smart campaign. Okay. So let's go ahead and let's use this. Let's see how we can actually utilize all the features. The moment I click on this, again, the same three questions will ask again. What do you want? Visit your storefront, action on your website, call to your business. So it could be anything. So there's probably like, if I want to go this nearby to shopping malls, what do you think? What should be the type right now? What is my requirement? Do you guys tell me? What should be the right option? If I have this kind of requirement, I want to
Visit,
do this right now. So in three options, you tell me which is I should use. Which one?
visit to your storefront.
Visit your storefront. Are you guys agree with Saurabh? Or are you thinking to action on website or call to a business? Are you guys agree? Saurabh is saying visit to storefront. Guys, are you there? Looks like you
Yes.
are lost. Only Saurabh is listening.
No, no, I am also there.
Oh,
I thought
please.
you were lost.
No. Please respond. I'm asking. I'm giving you a scenario right now. It's your activity time. Okay. Don't make me work. You work right now for me.
Yeah, I said yes.
This is my question to you. I'm looking for this problem. I am your customer and you are the owner of the shop. Now you tell me, if I'm looking for your shop, what should the type of campaign you should must have for me if you want to acquire me in your shop?
Second one.
Second one, correct? Because I want to visit the store right now, not to see the website. or not even to give a call. That's the one. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead with this option. Continue. All right. So again, nice looking interface will get loaded by Google to make this thing super easy. So it's totally up to you. If you want to go ahead with this registered business ID, if you have already Google My Business, it will automatically fetch all the details if you have it. Okay. If you don't have it, you want to do a manual entry right now, so you can do that as well. So click on this. No, don't use this info. I'll give you my own information. Now, this is the time you have to give your location name. Okay. My location say is Spark Shopping Mall. Okay, and this is an example. Okay, this is my business name. Okay, and next, let's create this next. What is next? Okay, of course, the website. As of now, I want to give it as
If local business don't have a, we need a website, right?
Google also gives the free website, right? Googlesite.com.
Right.
So we can add it that as well. That is fine. Okay. So as if now, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to copy any of these websites. If they have it, probably they must have one. Okay. If they don't have it, so we will pitch it because they're going to be our client.
Yes.
So good thing for us. So yes, probably they don't have the websites right here because they are local businesses, and local businesses generally don't run websites because they are more into physical stores. So it's likely to be there. Okay, anyways, we're gonna use the website of a good name like Decathlon. Let's use this, or maybe DLF. Okay, DLF is one of my favorites, so we can use the DLF. I'm gonna use this. Okay, copy this. Next, this is my business DLF. All right. Learning about your business, it will try to fetch the details about my business types and information from the website. Okay. So make sure you give the right information. But I'm just for testing purpose, I'm giving an example of DLF. So this is how your website will look like, a simple preview before launching it up. Click on the next. And the fun fact is going to come. And you can see that like previous campaign, what we have covered, that to have a different interfaces, correct? And but we are creating of all these location type of campaign has different interfaces. You're getting it? I have you noticed that?
Yeah.
Correct. And guess what? They also fetch the all information like headline for your website, like developing fine real estate, property developer. Although I have gone through this shopping mall things and all, but this was a builder's website, so they have fetched the headlines and all. But just for an example, let's read the headlines, how it looks like. Developing fine real estate, unique real estate ideas, real estate agency, Gurugram, expert real estate developers. And what do you think? This ad copy already looks fine if you are running for developers like builders and agency like real estate agency. What do you think? It looks fine,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So AI did a good job, I guess. So it automatically fetched all the details and description for it, correct? Yeah.
But I think so there will be a keyword stuffing of real estate because there are 3 keywords.
Of course, that website is highly optimized with the SEO. So that just because of that, this AI also got able to read that, okay, they are into real estate and they're fetching a lot of things. Well, that's a different thing. But thing is, your headline and description look same. And I feel that keywords is also are there inside it. So don't need to change the description, no need to change the headline, and it looks perfect. Now, second important stuff right here. Do you want to give this option to your viewers right now, which is show call button in your ads, or you don't want to do it? So what do you think? Which you will prefer? Will you give it or will you don't give it?
Yes, we can give.
It's better to give
business.
it, right?
Yes.
It's better to give it. Why you are avoiding it? Because we must have some higher chances to get the click either in the WhatsApp, either in our phone button, either on our website, or either on our map option. Any of these options. Okay, we have to target maximum clicks on our search queries. Okay, let's go here. It is done now. Let's click on the next. Let's see what next. Okay, so now this is, as you can see, this is a search based query, of course. So I have written something here over here in the search. Okay, nearby shopping malls. After this only, these searches came, right? These searches came. So it means it works on the keyword basis. So it already found some keywords from the website, which is DLF New Town in Heights, or DLF Capital Greens and all developer properties. If you think that yes, whatever the AI has suggested is right keywords, you can choose it like this. Okay, this is fine. This is also fine. But you think, okay, now I feel that I must do my own research. So what do you think? What should you do next? You should use this tool, which is Keyword Planner. Yes, which is Keyword Planner. Go to the Keyword Planner, check the option like what exactly the search volumes is the keyword is really worthy or not, because all this selection has been given by artificial intelligence, and artificial intelligence is not 100% accurate right now. So you have to cross check, or you believe blindly that okay, this thing's going to be work. So then it will be a risky situation for you. So anyways, let's see how it goes. But I'll suggest you do the cross checking. Okay, if you think that if you are a business owner, you must be knowing that yeah, this keyword is fine because I know my business better than you. Of course, Google don't know your business, you know business better. And but the thing is, you must check the how actually people are searching about, and is there having any kind of search volume or not, and what is cost per click and all. You must have that knowledge, unless until you will waste your money and also stuck up somewhere in future. Anyways, so let's come to this, and we are done with the keyword selection, and we're gonna click on next. Okay, now this is something interesting here, where you want to show this advertisement. You want to show this as a zip based. Okay, this is a zip pin code basis. The people under the pin code, they can search it real quick. Or you want to give this range to your proper store. Suppose here is the DLF in between this map. Here over here on the red mark, it shows this DLF building. Okay, now I want that the awareness should be up to 100. I know that if I'm running a shopping complex, or if I'm running a big building complex where people are coming for shopping, hanging out, chit chatting, whatever is that, and I know that the most of the visitors coming from 50-kilometer region of this area, and they're coming by the car, scooter, rickshaw. That's a different thing. But you know that they're coming from 50 kilometers area. If they are more than 50 kilometers, people avoid to come here. So what you will do, you have two options right now. You identify areas, pin codes, then give it right here. Okay, manually like this 201 301. Like this is one pin code. Okay, likewise you can give any of them. But if you think that, okay, I want to go with the tentative idea that my store is here, I want that to cover 50 kilometers right from my place to a cylindrical way, like whole like all the directions. So what we will go, you will just increase a bit, and you have a max limit up to 65 and minimum is 5 kilometers. Okay, 5-kilometer targeting is still very precise, but don't use it unless and until you are doing for grocery stores. I think that would be better for grocery stores to run 5 kilometers or 10 kilometers range, because you know that the number of grocery stores available in India is like n number of stores, right? Every 3 steps we have a new grocery stores. Agree, guys?
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So it's better don't do that. So let's come here and increase to up to 50. Okay, I believe 50 kilometers fine. What do you think, guys? If the mall is distanted up to 50 kilometers, would you like to visit, or you will drop the option if it is beyond the beyond 50?
I 30 would be good.
Okay, okay. One says 30. Okay, let's keep it 30 then. Why we are going
For
with
real
50?
estate, 50 is okay for real estate.
Now we are talking about that is for real estate, but we are talking about something like people can go and hang out. Okay, go and hang out, and just for sake, people don't want to stick the home. They want to actually go and drive the car, rave it little bit, enjoy the time. So I feel 30 to 50 kilometers range something that people want to go and go for a long drive at least, like for this excuse that to have some time. Okay, that we can do it. So okay, let's go for the Niha 30 kilometers. Okay, and that is done. We have given a range. Now click on the next. The favorite thing here, the recommendation from Google, of course, because this is the automated thing. And Google recommends you that you start with 147 rupees a daily average. And see the fantastic thing here, you can see that get an estimated click is 280 to 290 clicks each month. Okay, it is for the month, not for a day. Again, make sure you're reading this little description carefully, because many people think that we are adding 147 rupees and we'll get 200 plus clicks in a day. It's not going to happen. It will be like 10 clicks or 11 clicks only in the day. Okay, so that is the truth. And that is for the month. Okay, if you want to increase it, you can increase. Google is saying that in this particular keyword, the whatever the bids are happening, 147 rupees is recommended for you. You can give it. Or if you don't want to listen, you are like working in an agency where you have to do branding and stuff, like here is the thing for you. You have this option, just increase like this. Okay, where you said like you have 20,000 rupees in a day, you can spend it, something like that. So you can start stretching out like this. Okay, so let's go for minimalistic. I want to spend 1,000 rupees a day, or in fact I can edit right here. Okay, 1,000 rupees. Now daily average 30,000 rupees monthly with tax, monthly max. Okay, and I'll get around 6,330 clicks at the month. So it's almost sum of everything. Now the duration of timing, I want to run continuously. I don't want to give a break. Or fun fact is, I want to give a break. Why? You guys tell me. My mall has a different openings and closing time, correct? My mall is getting open at 9 o'clock and gets shut around 10 o'clock at night. So it would be a better option to run it at night at 2 or 2 a.m. in the night, or like probably 4 a.m., 5 a.m.
No.
So it's better to go with this option, correct? Select end it. Oh, not sorry, not this one. This is the end date, and where is the timings? Timings are not available. Okay, we can set the time from outside. Okay, let's run it this way. We'll set a date right here, which is 24 of August. We'll go by today's 12. So we'll end it by Sunday 17, and then run 6 days from today. Okay, and click on this next. Okay, now it's time for quick review. Let's have a look. Developing fine real estate. This is the ad copy we have created. Phone number, location, super important, guys, super important. You must give your location correctly. If you think your location is not correct, add your location right here. Okay, this is the option where you have to add your location of your store. This is the option. Don't mess up with this. People will reach to some other place. Okay, if you don't have the location, I don't know, few people know it, maybe many people know it, but each location has a different altitude and latitude number. Okay, in Google Maps. If you can get this data and copy paste here, it will tell you that where you are standing at. Okay, so that thing you also can do it. You can search more on Google about this, how you can get that. All right, so it is a summary of right now. We have campaign name, goal, it's a location, your website name, business name, ad text, phone number, location, keyword themes. Okay, this is the keyword themes we have, budget, duration. That's it. Now let's click on the next. And we are probably done. Okay, and yes, of course, this is something else. Get a clear picture of ad performance setup, conversion tracking. So you must have seen that we have run search campaign, display campaign, and for that we have set a conversion tag as well in Google Tag Manager. I hope you remember, correct?
Yes.
Yes, so it is asking for the same as well. Because it's not relevant to that, it's saying that you have to create again conversion tracking for it. So it will count that those who are clicking, actually those who are making calls, those who are actually visiting a page and signing up to something will get the data. So as if now, if you don't want to track it, you can skip for now. If you want to start tracking it, set up all the conversions like before we have set it in Google Tag Manager. You can click on this, get started, and you can set it up right now. Okay, that's a different thing. But as we have already covered how to set conversions in Google Tag Manager and link it here, so we will not cover it right now. Simply we're gonna click on this skip for now, but you guys, you will create, okay? You will not skip this. Okay, so now we have our this campaign ready, okay? But we have another type of campaign as well in location. So this campaign has 1,000 rupees daily budget. It is already set to go, okay? But it is actually a smart campaign we have created in location. So if I just go back, I'll give you a little glimpse more that how local campaign actually looks like. Like there have multiple type of local campaigns as well. Create campaign. Go here. Okay. Yes. You will get to know that it looks different from which one we have just done it. Okay. Yes. Now this is something else. Now you guys see whatever we have covered. That is how we have used from goals, correct? We chosen from goals first, then it selected location, then we go over the step-by-step process. If you have noticed, anyone, I probably
Yes.
have noticed or not, I don't know, but
Yeah.
what we have done last time, and this is what is the difference in manual and automatic. That's the major thing. Okay, that is the whole game relies. You have seen it under 5 clicks, our campaign was finished. Have you noticed that it haven't asked for bids, not cost per click, not
Yes.
much information, right? Not much information required. And it asked many minimalistic questions, and our campaign was done. This is what happened when you use all these things. It asks minimalistic questions and you shoot up campaign real quick. But we don't want it. We don't want it. We wanted in-depth thing, and we want total control in our campaign. In order to do that, we have to select always these options and select from right here. This is the place where you have to play with. If you play with these, you will get restricted with all the features inside it. That's the biggest problem. Okay, so as you can see, I have selected earlier this local campaign. Let me just show you again. I just clicked on it. This is my ID here, and it's Kakinwar location campaign. Let it be all location right now. Continue. The moment I click on continue, you will see that, see, this is the different dashboard. The earlier has a different, wizard dashboard where is step 1, step 2, step 3, but there is no step. There is something that old looking dashboard what we have covered in search campaigns as well. Type is
Yes.
local. Campaign name, let's give a local
Bazaar.
shopping like shopping mall. Okay, let's give it like this. Okay, local shopping mall. This is our campaign name. Now you have this again, language based preference. Those who are speaking English and all, they can read. Okay, so do you know that why the language preference is by default English? It's an obvious answer, because all the advertisements running in English, so at least people should be illiterate to read the advertisement and follow the instructions, correct? So it's better to use it. What if there are, probably you must haven't know that, but there are few people in India, those who actually reading everything on internet in Hindi or in local languages. They don't prefer to read it on English. And do you know that?
Yeah.
Yes. Do you think that those who are struggling to read English, if you show the ads, it's correct? Because we are paying for the ads, and this guy is struggling to read it, and we are push them to make them read, and this is not fair, correct? I hope you agree in that.
Yes.
Yes. So we have to give this option as English. So don't change it unless and until you are running a local campaign and a Gujarat. If you want to write it in Gujarati, so you can give an option like here, like this is something different, and you want to run in like Kolkata, and you want to run in Bangla, you can. That is a different thing and psychological thing you can give it. But general thing is everyone understand English in India, more or less. They understand. This is the fun fact. Okay, now this is a budget. We don't have any kind of uh, no drag button like increase or decrease swap, right? We don't have option like that. We have to give some manual entries like this, and there is no recommendation as well, because it's not a AI based thing. This is something that you are taking total control. This is a called manual controlling of your all campaign. And I hope you guys must be getting clear that why I was not using that earlier, all the top goals and using all the manual time. You getting it? Because if I could have chosen all the things from the top, which is goals, you will miss a lot of things because this will never comes. Like you see, that's why I've shown you the very easiest method first. Now this is a difficult method with the same campaign. The same campaign I'm showing you 2 times with the easiest method and the difficult method. And difficult method is more useful than easiest method and have a total control. Let's go ahead and let's explore. So I want to give up my campaign budget up to 500. And fun fact, whenever you're giving some round figures, play with the numbers. Don't give it 500, play with 503. This should be my campaign budget. I don't know why I'm doing it. Many marketers also do prefer to do it, and I also do it. So I give odd numbers always. I don't give any kind of a campaign budget in round numbers. I give always an odd number. And I have never seen like very much drastic impact, but yes, I feel there are some loopholes that AI cannot understand why I have given this as 503 rupees. So I can get benefited a few clicks, maybe, probably. So this is my plus point. I also suggest you to use like this odd numbers always when you are setting our budget. Okay, let's come to this second bidding option. We have a multiple type of bidding options, but right now we have just maximize conversion value. Okay, so just read it once. Why? This is the only bid strategy available for local campaigns. You must have sufficient volume for conversions action to select under campaign optimization for bid strategy perform well. You got it? What it's trying to say? So it is trying to say it is the only type of campaign available which is a maximum conversion value, and also you don't have any enough data right now to change to any kind of campaign bid type. So it says let it be the moment you get a lot of conversions and leads, then you can change it. But now you cannot change it. It is strictly following by maximize conversion value. Are you guys with me? If you are with me, please write CC in the chat. If you are still listening and you are with me. Yes, Saurabh is with me. Niyar is with me. What about others? Okay, nice. I wasn't expecting that because only 2 people was responding from the beginning. Anyways, nice. Only 3 people are clear with it, which is still good. Okay, let's go ahead and you will learn more and more and deeply. Let's go. Bidding should be maximize conversion value. Don't change it. Now let's come to the another step, which is campaign optimization. And the campaign optimization, you have a few things here which you have to understand. Okay, select conversion optimization. There is one call clicks. As you have seen it earlier, there is one button available where you can make direct calls, and there is second option available where people can click on it and go to the maps and check out your location. Correct, guys?
Yes.
Yes. So it is asking that if someone clicks it, we will count it as value 1 if somebody clicks, and if somebody also get direct with some direction, we will count it this as 1. Okay, now this is the by default value which has been given for the optimization thing. Remember, this is for the optimization. This is, see, it is clearly written here, this is campaign optimization. And for the campaign optimization, we have to give some hypothesis, like if somebody clicks on call click or drive like driving direction, what we should give a value to understand that whether your campaign is works or not. We cannot give 0 because it has some money involved. So we can give it 1 as if now 1 and driving direction as 1. Okay. Now, according to that, it will optimize the campaign after the over the period of time when it will start running. Okay. Now that's what. Now let's see start and end dates. Now this is something when you want to start it, when you want to end it. Okay, you can of course select it right here. Okay, let me just give it one more time. I want to end it on 17. Okay, less than 30. Okay, so I'll not do it. I'll better I will just keep running and I'll not run end it up.
I just wanted to ask
Yes,
that in call clicks and driving directions, the value is given is equal to rupee 1. So whenever a person clicks on call or driving direction, the 1 rupee will be cut from our budget, right?
absolutely. Every click is consuming some amount of money, like some amount of money from your budgets. Every click. It might be 13 rupees, 10 rupees, 5 rupees. But for campaign optimization, because we haven't started campaign yet, first thing, this is something that we are still under progress. We haven't finished campaign. Our campaign is not yet live, but it is asking you before doing performing optimization that when people will click on it, it will treat it as rupee 1, and whenever people will go like check the direction and all, we will treat as rupees 1. According to that, we will try to campaign optimization. This is what it is asking. Basically, this is AI based calculation. They want to do it. That's why they're asking the permission. Whether you want to give it or not, you can disable it. So if you give it, so it is giving a straight notice right here. You need to, a positive value at least 1 for go to your conversion statistics. Like, of course, we have to give it. So every click is will count as 1 and driving direction is 1. Okay. Now let's check out few more settings here. The moment I click on this additional settings, you have this option like, see, product feed. Okay. So just let me just show you another URL right now, a product feed. There are a hell lot of data involved in Google Ads, and those who are setting up Google My Business, they must know that what kind of data we have to add it in order to make it in the right way. Okay. Now this is data feed. Well, I don't use data feed. I simply create a local campaign without using product feed and all. So if you have something like a product based local search, you can do it here. But again, it is something that you have to connect with, merchant center and all. So it will become a mess. And let's see if we able to access the website correctly. Yes, I think we are in the right place. We have main call feed, main location feed, site link. So we'll go with the main location feed right now. Let's see if we can have it. Data feed is already given by 3. Okay. So guys, it is already by default has been given. If it is not there, you have to create one from here. Okay. Page feed, dynamic ad feed and all. Well, if it is supposed to be there, because the moment you give the website thing and all, it create automatically. Okay. But it's not there. You can create it by coming to this business data feed, or else while you creating, it will ask for this option. You can go and create it. But as if now, if you don't want to use product feed, your simple funda is to just, whenever people are searching on Google search, you just want to come up on Google Maps and also on Google search as a Google My Business advertisement, not on Google search advertisement. The motive is to drive traffic to your store visits, not in the website visits. Be clear with the motive. Okay. So now let's save and continue. And you will see now it is time to set up ad groups and all, everything we have to set up right here. Now, yes, this is the ad group, and this is the ad group. I will go for the Delhi NCR. Okay. Delhi NCR. Now, can you see this right now? They have a preview as well right now on your right. See, this is how ad will looks like under the maps. Ad will look like this. Okay. And yes, so let's go here and write down our final URL. If we have the URL, yes, URL is there. We can copy this URL headline. We can give the headline is top builders in Delhi NCR. Okay, since they are builders, so I'll write like this. Or you can write more headlines. It's up to you. Okay, I have to give the one description as well. We can give 5-7 description, is totally up to you, but I will just go with the one. Okay. Visit complex today for free gifts. Okay, that is what I'm offering. If you visit my complex, I'll give you free gifts. This might be a lead magnet for me. Now I have to keep a call to action for sure. I can add from here as well, multiple call to actions, and call to action would be, see, there is already a call to action available, which is visit site. Okay. If you want to change it, you can, or you want to do it like it's fine. So let it be. I will also write visit site. Okay, same call to action, nothing changed. Now, super important, give the images, what kind of images you want to give it. I'll just give this DLF. It will fetch all the information right here. Now this tool is really amazing, right? This scanning purpose and all. Okay. They have this layout thing and all. Let me see if we have some recently used. Okay, we have recently used Getset link. Shall we use Getset link? What do you think?
Yes.
Okay, as if now we can use the Getset link. All right, landscape escape is required. Landscape for that. As if now I can give it this one. Well, it is not relevant to this image, of course, but I just want to complete it up. Okay, if you want to give a video, that you can give it as well. And video should be from YouTube channel, of course. See, it is asking for give a URL from YouTube channel or give a keyword. Okay, then you can give it. Like the moment you give builder, like let me say DLF builder. The moment you search like this, your search results will come on down below. Okay, like all of here, incredible. Like you can click here, save it up, so it will also get loaded up. All right. So you must be thinking that why video is there, because only the image is going to load it, right? Why they're asking for video? You must have forgot that they have multiple options right now. One is showing in maps. Okay, where your ads can be visible, multiple places right now. Maps. First thing is maps like this. On display ads, something like this. Okay, something like this. Can you see that? This is a display ad with the location as well, which is perfect. Search. If somebody is searching, you will come on the top on web. Okay, as a Google My Business. Now, fourth option. If someone is watching video, you will come also on the this skippable ad format and also on the down below of the YouTube, which is next to this. Okay, so
This will be the insane for local business. Everywhere ad.
everywhere ad. Yes, this is something that you can run awareness to your next 50 kilometers area. Okay, if you want to cover 50 kilometers area nearby for the new business like bakery shop, salon. Okay, bakery shop, salon, fashion designer, makeup artist, small business owners. Okay, those who are working in nearby to 50 kilometers and all. The best thing is running on maps, display. If they are running using a lot of applications, they will get this pop-up ads. Search ads. The moment they will search, you will come on the top. The moment they are watching videos, if somebody is like in my neighborhood, new shop has been launched, and I'm not aware of it. Okay, I'm just watching my YouTube video regularly on my phone, and I just moment new video just load up and says, "Hi, we are just open in a locality, and we are based on this, and we are doing so and so, and we are running offer right now. If you want to avail, please walk in, and we are giving this coupon code. Make sure you use it before 30 days." How cool is that? You can run this kind of a campaign. Like you can run a free haircut campaign. Okay, you can run a free haircut campaign for a salon business. Do you think it is powerful? Then people will really gonna come to your free, at least to visit your salon that you are giving for free haircut. And I would love to go with the free haircut.
But
What do you
this
think?
will consume a lot of money, na?
Of course, this will consume a lot of money, but you have total control again. It's not like Google will use a lot of money. You can have total control. Likewise, other campaign what we have created, we don't have any kind of control. It was simple. Just give the links, names, automatically fetch and create, done. But it's not like that. You have the total
If we
control.
if we want to exclude YouTube ad, then
You can. So I see it's up to you where you want to, you know, change it. Of course, you cannot exclude whole YouTube ads because it's part of the local campaign. If if it has to show it, Google will show it. Okay. What you can do, you can exclude the placements, like where you don't want to show the ads, like not whole YouTube. You can stop it. You can stop it a few placements. Okay. So I'll show you. Wait. Let me just finish it up. Continue to campaign. Now we are back. So the moment you complete the campaign, it will show this map icon. Okay, this is the map icon. This is the difference where you create a manual based campaign, and that's what we have created earlier, which was this, remember? And this is the logo of automated campaign. Okay, this is the wizard logo. This is the logo. If it's showing, it means you have used automated campaign. The moment you use like this manual things, it will show the actual logo, which is map based logo, display based logo, video based logo, search campaign logo. Okay, all right, so let me just solve your query right now. So if we come here, overview, you have the audiences. Okay, and the audiences, and what you can do, you can exclude here. Let it just get loaded up very fast. So we have audiences right now. Yes, we have. Okay, audiences not been selected. Okay, but you have to select it. Okay, now you guys ask why we need an audience. You tell me why we need an audience right now.
Because without audience, it can be clicked by anyone.
Of course, it can be clicked by anyone. This campaign created a like search-based campaign, display campaign, YouTube campaign, but didn't ask about the audiences. Getting it? It didn't ask about the audiences. What type of audience you want to target? So what do you have to do? At least you can add this. Where is that? Audiences. Wait. This is the audience. You can quickly go here. You can add it right there. The moment you click here, you have this targeting option, observation, search, like bachelor's degree, like SW, you know that how to do it. Okay, visit website visitor. Those who have already visited website, you want to show them that yes, we have opened a new store in locality. You can do it. Whole lot of options you can explore with again. But yes, if you want to exclude it, you have to do this vice versa. Like come here and click on this option. If suppose you are a salon owner and you don't want to show ads, those who are interested in probably and different stuff, which is maybe in fashion. Not no, the fashion is something that related to still hairstyles and all. Probably in tech. Okay, those who are interested in tech and all, we don't want to show it. And just want to show highly people, those who are into luxury things, hair pampering and all, and like hairstylist, something like that. Okay, I don't want to show the people, those who are into very techy or some kind of different niches. I don't want to show them, so I can exclude it right here. Okay, that's the one thing. And you have this audiences total control. Of course, whenever you feel so audience is not performing well, you can stop it right there. Okay, you have this location option as well. Location store per store report, it is not configured. You have to configure it. Okay, so the moment you create the Google My Business, then only it will get configured. I haven't created yet for this account, so it is not likely to show you right now. The moment you create Google My Business, you have to add it up. You will see a lot of information will come fall under this local campaign. Since I'm doing as from demo account, I cannot show you much information, but the moment you go with the live campaigns and all, you'll get a lot of information right here. Again, you have this exclusion option in location as well. Okay, so if you think that a few location you don't want to add it, if something is like going wrong and the few location is getting triggered automatically and you don't want to show it, you just like something like you want to blacklist it, so you can come here, edit location, and just add the pin code and name by name. It's totally up to you. Okay, now that is it for the local campaign. And let's come back to the home screen. The moment you click on your home screen, you will be here, right here. This is the home screen of this all campaign. Yes, now we are back to home. Now this is the place where you always have to navigate. And from here, whenever you want to give for a local campaign, suppose you are running multiple local campaigns, you got confused because on your left, when we started, only one option was there. Now already might be many people got confused that now how you navigate actually, because there are a lot of similar looking buttons are there. How you actually navigate fast? Do you think sometimes like this?
We select add group.
Yeah, we select ad group. That is also fine. We select by the ad group. And also what I do, I select my type of campaign. Like these are the types available. Okay. This is the types of campaign sorted. And this is the total live campaigns which is running right now. So what I will do, I know that my campaign type is local campaign. So I'll click on this local campaign. The moment I click on the local campaign, now see there are only two campaigns left, which is shopping. This is local one. Got that? So that's how
Yes.
I quickly sort it up. So you will get confused. Otherwise, the moment I click on this all campaign, it will get messed up. The data will get messed up, and you'll say, like, "Oh, where was my campaign? I have to quickly edit it." You will not able to edit. So I know that my campaign type is search campaign. I click on this search campaign. The moment I click on this search campaign, only search campaign is there. The rest of this removed. So I can click on this my search campaign and do my rest of the work. That's how it will work. Fine. So guys, do we have any kind of question regarding this local campaign? I believe this is another, I think, kind of a new targeting. You have learned that how we can promote a local store to various places by using local based targeting. Do you think? What do you think?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So almost every type of options it's giving Google. Like it's Google saying that why you are sticking to just Google Search Console, because your the basic thing is in your business is you want to reach as many people you want in locality. Okay. and and let me tell you, you must be thinking that why we are not sticking to Google Maps and search, why we are using YouTube ads, why you are using display ads. You might be the question. Okay, let me answer you. When we go very narrow targeting like this local based campaign, the problem happens is our search volumes get very low. You getting it? Search volumes are very low. What do you think? How many people must be searching in your 50-kilometer areas for haircut as compared to full city like Delhi? I'm not talking about city. I'm talking about a simple area like under 50 kilometers. What do you think? It will be low, right? Search volume would be low.
Sometime I think no actually.
Sometime, yeah, of course, it happens. It's raining outside, so no one will search for the haircut right now. So it will be
Yes.
almost zero. Zero searches happening, correct?
Yes.
So in that thing, how you will tackle? That's why we need another placement ads like display ads. We need YouTube ads. People will be consuming a lot of content on YouTube. Of course, they will not look for the hair salon. But if those people who are consuming content regarding the same or in the same locality, they will see our ads. There is something that we are pushing our ads in 360 way. Either you are searching for it or either you are not searching for it. We're gonna make sure that you are aware of that we have opened a new store. Please visit our store anytime. This is the time and information that there. This is the whole purpose of this local campaign. Awesome, right?
Yes. So one more thing, actually, you said already. When we use call extensions, right? So
Mhm.
the person clicks on call, it will appear as another number on our phone, on client's number.
Good question. So the answer is, if you have turned on this is called under the conversions. Okay, under the conversion, if you go this, let me show you what happens. Mm, so see, we have a regular conversions, okay, which is like coming to the coming from the websites and going to some other website, okay, and okay, so see, there are many automated conversion has been created. You can see, right? This has been created. I haven't created all this. This is created by the system. Okay. And the moment you click on the conversions, you can see right here, there are multiple type of conversions. One is website, app, phone calls, input. The moment you click on phone calls, now you guys tell me how a machine can tell you that how many people called you and you actually received. What should be the system?
Number of clicks on that particular extension.
Okay, that's fine. If you're saying number of clicks on particular extension, but still cannot verify that you actually picked the phone and spoke for it. Got it? It will be
Yes.
never clear. So there is only way to track that
First
is
one.
is whether you are receiving the call or denying or not responding. The only way is to make this call via CRM system. The person will call, this person will call to you, but before receiving call straight to you, what will happen? Google will take the call on the system, and Google will change the number to his primary CRM system, and they will send to you. So suppose client number is something so and so, like 9417, but you will receive the number from 99999, which is Google headquarters number, and you will feel like, why this number is coming from Google? Okay, Google will call you, and the moment you pick up the call, the client will be there on the next side. Okay, so Google is there
Conference
in
call.
your between. Yes, Google is there in between. He is also listening, and it has also a one feature which is called recording. You can in fact record your all the conversations in Google calls. Okay, whenever the people are picking your phone, so CRM system records a call. Even you want to check the how the call happened and all, you can check the recording right here inside this. This is available. But the biggest problem of this system is, suppose you are not there to pick the phone, what will happen? You lose the number, because you got the number from Google, not from the client's number. The moment you call back to Google Center will say it is only for outgoing, not for incoming. There is not going no going to respond it. So it's a loss for you. So that's why I don't use this. I'm not a huge fan of this phone call conversion tracking system, because it's still not accurate. Because suppose 15 people are calling me, there are many huge call drops, because CRM system is not successful yet. It is not super fluent. If 15 people called me from call extension, maybe call ads, I'll get only 6 calls perfectly. Other calls will get dropped, or maybe disconnected for some reason, some weird reasons. I don't know. And second thing is, if I want to call back them, I cannot. If suppose clients says, okay, everything is fine, I'll get back to you, and I said, okay sir, would you like to share your number? He will be like, what the hell, I've just called you, you can just take out my number. But I have to say, like, I cannot take your number, because this is not your actual number coming, it is coming a Google number. Okay, you have to share me again your number a specific way. You're getting it? Now this is a something different hassle, you have to do it. You will not get actual number of your client when you receive call from Google. So you have to disable this option, or don't use this call tracking feature. Better option, far better. I can manually do it. This calculation I'll manually do. Suppose if 100 people click on my call extension, or maybe call ads, if I got 30 calls, I'll get to know that what is my click through rate, what is conversion is there. I can manually do it, this basic calculation. It doesn't require this. That's why we say don't rely on always in automation. We have to use our brain to utilize the best systems inside. I hope you're clear, guys.
Yes. So lead form is best then.
Yeah. So
Okay.
lead form is best. Site extensions are best, and lead forms really work well. I sometimes, yes, lead form well works, site links works, and discount links works, price works, maps works well, but not this. You can use call extensions, but without conversion. Okay, don't use conversions. Let it be without conversion. Let the people straight call you, but you don't want to track. You track separately. You just counted on your logs that how many calls you have received. You getting it?
Yes. So whenever the person, if if call comes from Google, so if Truecaller will show as a error, that red color mark, spam, right?
Yeah.
That also people might can't receive calls, I think.
Sometimes
So if
sometimes it varies. It's not like that. And what irony is, Google Ads teams are calling me.
yes,
I'm talking about call, and Google teams calling me for some reason. I don't know, maybe some ad issue and all. But fun fact. So yeah, that is one. So you can test it out. I often do testing by this. Like I create with conversion, without conversions. I add sometime WhatsApp numbers, do and all. It's totally up to you. It's totally up to you. Okay, do testing. You will. It is fun. Phone calls are fun, because the moment you give the phone based calls campaign, you get a lot of calls immediately on the day itself. So it is for lead generation. If you have a team for sales person, run simple call ads. You'll get a lot of queries.
yes.
Right, great. All right, guys. So do you have any questions? I think we are pretty much it. and let me know if you have some queries still regarding this local campaign. And yes, we've finished again a very in-depth and very super interesting campaign, which is local campaign. And I think for those who are right here as a marketer right now, they required this, because the general query from each business owner is we want local presence in our locality, correct?
Yes.
So in that too, to cater that, you have to use this kind of campaign. All right. So
Correct.
if you are clear with that, please put a CC in the chat. If everyone is clear so far, yes, please put in CC. All right, great, great. Good to know that you are pretty clear. That's fantastic. And that is it. And I believe you are enjoying so far whatever we have learning in Google Ads, because I know few people have really missed the sessions, which is very important sessions right now. And my target was to give you a shopping campaign idea today, but for due to some my merchant center, it's not yet verified. It takes 3 days to 3 to 4 days. Probably by tomorrow it should get resolved. So if it is done, I'm going to show you how to run shopping ads. If it is not done, I will show you still how to do it by some different methods. Like I'll create, maybe I'll ask for some others account. I can show you how to create the shopping campaign. Cool. Sounds good. So it will be fun to create shopping campaign, because those who are into e-commerce, Shopify, this is must have. This is a must have. Okay. Shopping campaigns must have. Without a shopping campaign, you are not a Google Ads expert. It is must have. So you have to learn everything. And next session is also all about rules. Probably I can take new sessions on that. Rules is something that, guys, you can automate everything. Okay, you can automate almost every possible metric inside it. If something cost per conversion is going low, you can pause the campaign. If it is not working, you can increase your bid. You can sleep tonight. You can take a break for a week. Okay, you can take a break for a week, and you can keep that running without any interference. This automation will work at your back. It will increase, decrease bids whenever it feels so, and your Google Ads will perform well. That's how big companies run Google Ads, with the help of automation and rules. Okay, this is something that manually setting up all the things, but this is not a big deal. The big deal is the successful campaign is running, and you want to keep it running for next 6 months without your interference. Now, this is something genius stuff. That's how you will do it. You will do it with the help of rules. And rules is all about the next class. And we're going to meet in next class for sure, of course. So, all right, I can see there is no more questions. So I think that is pretty much it. And I am glad that you came up on time and also showed up, which is really nice. And
Now,
we're going to
how
meet
to,
tomorrow for sure.
how to get clients
Yeah.
for this kind of local business? We can uh, do this
Make
kind of
videos,
stuff.
make videos,
Okay.
make videos like come on front of the camera and says, picture. So the problem is people don't know that this kind of features are available and these kind of things are real that can done. People still
Yes.
think that the only thing is newspaper, flyer, TV ads, banner ads. They know that there are advertisement exists in Facebook ads, Google ads, but they actually don't know the type of Google ads we have. Now you know that what the type of Google ads we have. We have n number of placements, n number of type of advertisement for each business type. Now this is why Google ad is king right now. They have almost every type of campaign available for every type of business. This is the fun. So to get clients, what you have to do, you don't have to pitch it. Just simply say that this is exists in the market, and if you want that, I can help you with it. Okay, that's how you just create a nice looking video and explain it how you can increase your reach in local region. If you are a newly opened business, a local store owner, how you can do it with the help of Facebook or with the help of Google Ads. Show them the various methods, and give the call to action in the video that if you want to know more about it, please feel free to connect me over Instagram, LinkedIn, wherever you want to be. Okay, simple. So people, those who are interested, they will give you a call for sure. I'm 100% sure people are not sure, in fact, in 2021, that these things are exist. And probably many of you haven't also know that we can run ads on Google Maps. We have Google Maps for navigating. We haven't used for any kind of ads still. Correct? This is the first time many people must be seeing it, right? So that's what. So if you don't know before, how you can expect your clients know it? So it is
Correct.
something that you have to make them aware, like I did for you, right? I made you aware of that this is exists. The same things goes to you. You have to also make them aware that this is exists and how you can utilize it. Then it will be a win situation. And fun
Yes.
fact is, those who are struggling to get Facebook clients and all, only problem is they are not talking about that you all know about Facebook ads. Only problem is this. If you are talking about on Instagram, see, you've been noticing me from long time, okay? I'm
Yes.
I'm I'm doing my content in a mixed types. Sometimes for Instagram, sometimes for Facebook, sometimes for Google. What I
Yes.
have seen trend in my content journey, the moment I give more information in Google ads that how you can increase traffic, how can get conversion, how to set all this, how to avoid this and all, I get more quality leads for Google ads. The moment I talk about Instagram, like how to increase this and that, the influencers started joining up. Then they start asking for shout out and little doing little growth, increasing and all. But the moment I talk about Facebook ads, the Facebook ads clients attracts. The simple goes to you. The whatever you want to attract Facebook ads clients, talk about Facebook ads. Don't
So
don't tell them. Explain the every feature that kind of exists. Simple.
some people don't know this. Facebook ad and Google that doesn't exist. If suppose I'm helping for yoga and gym people, so shall I put content regarding yoga and gym? How can grow, how can
Ah,
you can grow your gym?
correct. If you know that you are into that niche, like
Yes.
if I'm into coaching and business, so I'll talk
Yes.
about how to get clients, how to increase six-figure income, how to set up system, how to create how to hire people, right kind of people. This should be my goal because I am a business coach and I know that how we do it. I will talk about this. But if you are into some niche like fitness, yoga, so you
Yes.
have your job is to make sure to give them every n number possibilities, increase the leads, consistent leads, not just one time lead, consistent leads, how to increase the cost per lead value, what we say, like lifetime journey value of each customer. Like suppose somebody is enrolled in a yoga class today and you are charging 5,000 rupees per week, probably, or maybe 10,000
Yes.
rupees. But
Okay.
your method should be how to double it, or maybe how to four times do this like business. Like someone is enrolling for 10,000, that person gives you more money from that first day, because you should have that kind of multiple funnels or multiple upsell methods with the right kind of value on right time. So you have to analyze that how you can increase, how can give them methodology, give them cheat sheets, give them blueprints, give them free advices on internet, and people will fall in love and they will say, Saurav, your advices are really helpful. Can you just do the same what you have just told me? I'll pay you. Simple.
Okay.
That's how I got my business as well. The moment I started talking about Google and Facebook ads, no, so that's how I got also traction. The people said like you already know all this. Yes, I know it. Of course, I'm sharing. Of course, I know it. So they said like I have this kind of business model. Is it applicable? Like why not? It's not applicable. It's applicable. So like yeah, can you handle it for sure? It's and the fun fact, those who already know about Google and Facebook ads, bit not expert pro, of course, a bit, they are like more likely to sustain in a longer run. I have seen it because they know that Google ad, Facebook ad, something that we need a professional people to run it. Because nowadays, what is happening? Every second entrepreneur is trying to run Facebook ads their own, and they are doing terrible mistakes while running it. You must have seen a lot of ads without any CTAs, without any kind of a right targeting and all. And you must have noticing sometimes one ad is coming on Facebook and you're saying why this ad is coming, because you are not that kind of type of ad, correct? You must have seen it.
Yes.
Wrong targeting.
Wrong targeting, of course. And also it is a fun fact that if you are seeing that somebody is running a wrong targeting ad, you can pitch it up, like you have to fix it up. This is not the way you are running it. In fact, don't pitch for the service, give them a consulting. I can give you a consulting that you are doing this terrible mistakes, and I know you must be spending 10,000, 20,000 rupees a day but not able to generate results, and I have this total foolproof plan. If you implement it, you will start seeing results from day one. So that's how you can start pitching it up. And it's always good that people, those who are running ads, if you can find mistakes and help them out, probably if they are running their own, so you can consult them and you can also tell them that you can hire me as a professional. That's the best way.
सपोज हमारे से भी अगर गंदा रिजल्ट आया तो
Yeah, like fine, like it's always, see, or it's always 50-50 in ads. Okay, so like we do risk things over here. We don't commit for the leads. Like every businessman, business owner specifically asks like, कितना lead दे सकते हो इतना price में? So I never committed. Like I never commit like this. I simply do maths. I go to Google Ads Planner and see, okay, cost per click 13 rupees hai. He is able to invest 13,000. It means I can get 1,000 clicks, and under 1,000 clicks, if my 10% in conversion, so in 1,000, 10% is 100. So I can give the lowest possible thing is, sir, I can give you 100 conversions in 13,000. This is what, and this can be vary. It can go up to 60 and it go up to 100 to 200 as well, but it can vary. So I given my benchmark. This is my benchmark thing. I will never give any kind of a higher expectations, like which is not possible. I'll calculate it and I'll give you the average benchmarking for cost per conversions. That's how I give the commitments. And sometimes it happens, it goes beyond 100 and sometimes go less than 100, but it's okay. It's about marketing. We never know that every week is different for us. Whatever the campaign is working this week, next week we have to change it, because that will get obsolete. You must have not, right?
Yes.
So it's very highly volatile thing.
Yes. What? Yes.
So don't worry about it. Just keep hustling. You will break through one day for sure, because this thing is something that you will add a value on your skill. And if you have this kind of skill, uh, your client or probably anywhere you want to work in future will look at you more respectfully. You're getting it? It is more respectful. This is something that's very respectful job. Any kind of a business right now. You know why?
Yes.
Because you are helping them not to just make money. You are helping them as a brother or like sister to understand the business,
Yes.
and giving your whole time to make them money and systemizing everything.
Yes.
You are not working as an employee. You are working as like a business partner for them, like wholeheartedly. That's why they respect you more. And if you have the expertise of Google and Facebook ads, like they will, I shouldn't say this, but they will treat you as a god one day,
Wow. Yes.
because they will totally say like this, Vijay, I'm totally relying on you. If you do this, we can make good amount of money. Otherwise, we will fail badly. I said like,
Yes.
hey, I'm not God. Okay, you cannot beg like this. You have to also work with me. Then only we
Yes.
will bring that kind of results. Okay, I'm not a God. Okay, you have to work like me. Like if I'm giving my 100%, you have to give the 100% as well. Then only we can together bring some sales this month. Otherwise, if I'm only running Google Ads, your webinars is going flop, your energy is not okay, your course module is shit. How you can expect sales going to be happen? It's not my fault.
Yes.
It's your fault. So that's why I say it's a two things. Okay, whenever you work with the coaches, consultants, yoga teachers, any type of trainers and all, be sure you have to motivate them and they should also motivate you, so you will be on sync. Otherwise, if you're thinking you are just doing for sake of money, forget about it. You will just be there for 1 month. For next month they will not continue with you. They will leave it, because they will get frustrated because there is no sales. Why they will pay you 20,000 for a month, 30,000 for a month, probably $1,000? For any
Right.
person who is not generating any enough money, it will be a pain to pay to any kind of person. International freelancing as well. If someone is making $1,000 freelancing for running Facebook ads, that's fine,
Yes.
but he's also expecting to get some results more than that, probably 5x from what he's investing. $1,000 if he's paying, he must be expecting he will get at least $6,000 back in the business. Then it is profitable. Otherwise he will also stop it. This is fundamental thing for every region, whether you earn in dollars, pounds, euro, in INR. Same thing goes to you. You have to make them happy for at least a month. Work with
Yes.
them wholeheartedly. Give the best performance. They will rely on you, and you will see now they are also much respecting you as compared to other kind of jobs. You see
But
content writers, you see graphic designers and all, and you see
but
marketing people.
yes.
Okay,
But
they
when
have.
it's come,
Hmm, yeah, tell me.
yes. But when it's come for first month, we need to make happy, right? But first month, it will go into understanding the things of their
See,
business
it
and all.
depends. It depends. Like sometimes few niches are very easy. Like webinar niche is something that very easy.
Yes.
Okay, you can create a flow, you can create a webinar design, and whole thing you can done in coaching business is easy for me. Coaching business has never been a difficult job for me. It is easy for me. But when I say for B2B lead generation, B2C lead generation, then it will take time, because we also have to go with the same process like you when you started your own business day before 5 years back. Same, I have to do it. I have to ask you many times. I have to take feedback from your lead generation forms as well. and I have to go through with the many ups and downs in your business to understand which keyword is good, which is negative, which is how you actually work, what is the behind the scenes you are doing. So this is something I will have to take some time. So it can take up to 2 to 3 months. That is fine. But yeah, not for all the businesses. It is something for the strictly high lead generation businesses, something like that.
Yes. Thank you.
Cool. All right. So I hope guys, you guys had a fun. Like when I was discussing with Saurabh, and I think you can also implement it. It is for all the people, not just for Saurabh and for me. It is applicable for me as well. That we must work very hard. If you're working with any sort of client, like for yourself, for your team in agency, wherever you're working in your future, you have to give your best, because advertisement is something that it's never been a one way thing. If your product is not valuable, people will leave it. People will put a hate comment on your Facebook ads, and also it is like terrible things happen. Okay, so also if you are pitching somebody as a client, uh, make sure you also do some background research as well, if they're willing to pay or not, if they have some sufficient fund to pay or not. Like, do some certain research. Do not work with everyone who is asking for Facebook ads. Biggest mistake. Do not work with them. Facebook ads nowadays are fascinating. Everybody wants to run Facebook ads for their own self, but they don't know what is the kind of investment they need, the kind of patience they require, the kind of hard work they need, kind of automation they have to do it, kind of a work pressure, technical pressure, and number of kind of pressure here in marketing. iOS 14 updates, and number of updates coming ahead in next 5 years. We have to battle with it, and we are here standing ahead, right, in this battleground. We are not living it, so we are still here fighting with the campaigns, optimizing every day, still making good results. That's how. So yes, you should think like, okay, something goes wrong, but it's okay. If something goes wrong, that is also a good thing, because you know that this is the wrong way. You shouldn't do it again. Now you are a chapter ahead from other people, those who are doing the same thing. You can teach them. You can give them a paid
Yes.
consulting that don't do it, because I have done it. And if you do it, you will waste a lot of money. So fail fast, fail early, fail earliest. Okay, so that's the best thing. If you're
Yes.
failing fast in marketing, you will learn the best thing ever, because you will know the loopholes correctly. That's what I can recommend. Anyways, guys,
Mm.
that is it today, and we are running out of time. I have to leave for another meeting in 4:30. All right, so let's catch up tomorrow, and we'll take a call back at 7 o'clock in the evening, like about updates and all. Okay, so till then, have a great day ahead, guys. We'll catch up tomorrow. Bye bye. Take care.
Thank you.
All right. All right.
Thanks.
Bye bye. Yes. Thank you.